The history of the Amiga Works warehouses starts long ago. The Haringey Warehouse District was once agricultural land, owned by medieval knights.
For the order of St. John of Jerusalem!
These knights' mission was to care for sick pilgrims.
Whoops.
And they're still doing it today, although with more horsepower. Seems the spirit of caring for communities started at the warehouses before they were even built.
To care! Where's your license?
Fast forward to the 1800s, when Mr. Scales, seeking peace and quiet, developed a private track as a branch off Greenlands, put big park gates on either end and named it Hermitage Road.
Quiet!
A hermitage is somewhere people go for a little slice of solitude. By 1869, Hermitage Road had a handful of houses. The Swiss Cottage, Vale House, the Bridge,
Who do you think you are?
the Hermitage,
How dare you? That's my house.
plus the Retreat,
No!
plus a view of the tile kilns where Sainsbury's is now,
No!
plus a herd of cows, and an emu!
Why is there an emu here?
Because all the kids in the area used to love to come down and see the Hermitage Road emu. By 1893, the railroad had brought more people to Haringey, with new houses and new stories. What can we say? Haringey is a nice place to be. By the 1930s, the Challen Piano Factory in Hendon was feeling...
a bit pokey.
But that gave Willie Evans an idea.
Something bigger! Piano.
Willie set
piano,
about
piano.
designing a piano that would change history.
A famous piano. The ultimate piano. The biggest piano in the world! Oh, it's got to be... elegant, strong, and curvy.
Award-winning architect Captain A.P. Lloyd at your service.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
To build an iconic piano, you need an iconic warehouse. And so, on Hermitage Road, construction began on Europe's most modern piano factory, Haringey Works. The factory that built some of the most famous pianos in history, like Willie's big idea,
The Challen Giant.
That's it, bring her in.
the biggest piano in the entire world at the time, 11.8 feet long and weighing over a ton, built for the King's Silver Jubilee.
Jubilant.
Challen also built the Jangle Box,
Jangulant.
the piano that the Beatles used to write some of their greatest hits and which is still in Abbey Road today.
That's a great piano. We should let it be on the album.
The pianos out of Amiga were so good, the BBC had an exclusive contract to use them for their broadcast.
This is the BBC.
Amiga was making musical headlines, but there was more news on the horizon. The Haringey Warehouse District was home to other important industries, like Maynard's, who first made wine gums.
Nom 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 nom.
But World War II meant a change in manufacturing.
No.
Amiga transformed from piano factory to plane factory.
We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall fight them with pianos. Yes, that's the key.
The warehouses were critical to the war, which made them a target.
November 15th, 1940, 11:30 p.m. A bomb had fallen near the Challen factory, but only some mud and a few bricks had been hurled at the walls. Nothing unusual that, so far as I'm concerned. Ha ha ha!
Cooey, oh Willie darling.
Coming!
Mighty Amiga survived the war and continued its piano manufacture for Challen for another 15 melodious years.
You really tinkle my ivories.
In 1959, the keys of Amiga changed into new hands and it transformed from instruments to interiors.
HK Furniture made adventurous Art Deco armchairs.
And chairman Joe Lawrence also had big ideas.
I call this one the Diplomat.
HK's robust furniture made them renowned worldwide. Even the Queen wanted a seat.
Your Majesty,
Oh, yes, very nice.
try the Amiga Suite.
Ah! It's a bestseller!
When HK sold the site in 2004, for the first time in almost 100 years, Amiga was empty. But not for long.
Wow, what a groovy place. Ooh, open plan, I like it.
So much potential.
We're moving in!
Wow, look at this.
This former factory was back in business.
You can't do this in
A big blank canvas, the perfect place to create
Noise!
a family.
a home. The council were a little alarmed to find people living in the warehouses.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
This!
Do you have the paperwork for this?
Yep, here you go.
Oh, alright then.
From iconic piano factory to cultural hotspot, over decades, Amiga Works has transformed from warehouse to home. It's a special place, and it isn't alone. There are other warehouses like Amiga in the Haringey Warehouse District, Fish Island, Hackney Wick, and all across London. The warehouses are alive, but they are under threat. We don't want their story to stop here. The next chapter of the warehouses is yet to be decided. Use your voice to become a part of Amiga's history.